welcome, my lovely Scorpios. My name is Deanna. Thank you so much for tuning in here today. So some of you here have been following my content for some time and would remember the original YouTube channel that I had. It was about 10 years ago. And she ran for about maybe 7 or 8 years. So now I'm back. So thank you guys for tuning in. And please make sure you hit subscribe and you like and follow, share, all of that good stuff. As you guys know, I want to grow this channel and be able to reach as many beautiful lovelies such as yourself. There's a lot of cool stuff on here that they have now that they didn't have before. So I'm excited to engage with this community and grow. And yeah, I'm excited about it. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is an evergreen reading. So whenever you see this, this message is for you in this moment. All right, as always, we're going to get started here right out the gate. We are grounding our lovely energy, surrounding ourselves in beautiful, loving, healing white light, asking for the highest good and the highest light for yourself and everyone involved, looking for love, guidance, and healing. All right, guys, watch for scammers on the channels here on YouTube and all platforms. I will never reach out to you for a session, okay? That was one of the biggest issues I had with my last channel. People recreated the channel, were taking content and reaching out to people. So the only way that you can book a session with me is to go through my website, deannabutcher.com, and connect with me directly, okay? I will not be reaching out to anyone. I do not ask for donations, none of that. So make sure that you heed that, use your gut, but make sure that if any time anyone is asking you for a reading, it's not me. Okay. All right. These are general readings, so take what resonates, let go what does not. We're sending love to that energy. So today I'm using the Citadel Oracle for you and the Modern Witch Tarot. So my overall theme, what I'm seeing for you so far here, Scorpio, for the next 30 days. Oh, this is going to be good. This is about maybe feeling and acting a little bit selfish, but you know what? The acts are not going to be selfish because you are going to be really looking at yourself, celebrating as well. We've got both the shepherd and the thief. So you're going to be harnessing some really powerful energy from what we're seeing out the gate. You're going to be taking opportunities when they are provided and creating some opportunities of your own as well. This is not luck here, Scorpio, and things come your way. This is not luck. This is you having had worked so hard in the past to get you to where you are now. Here with this Shepherd card, talks about celebration and family. I feel like you're going to see now people are going to, this is nice. Okay, what I'm hearing is in the past, maybe you kept your dreams, your goals to yourself. And I think in large, we probably should do that. Not just you. I think in general, when we are wanting to grow, we're wanting to find our path, it's good to kind of keep that under wraps, not necessarily tell people what you're doing, and really focus. No outside comments or energy coming into it so that you can really get what you want and focus. I think that's what you did. I think what you're going to find now is that as you are finding success on your journey, you're like, well, I want to be successful and I am successful, but I don't want to share this alone. So I do see you opening yourself up now and sharing the good things that are coming your way with family, friends, neighbors, what have you. And you're really stepping into this limelight because I do see you shift and you're going to be getting attention, positive attention, and whether you like it or not. Because I do feel like whatever you're growing, this could be very entrepreneurial for some of you as well, because people are now finally seeing, yep, hard times are becoming over here. You've worked hard, kept things to yourself. Yeah, just validating that energy there, what we've already said. The Two of Wands reverse, I'm not too concerned about that actually, it being in reverse. I'm okay with that. Knight of Pentacles. You are going to have opportunities come here. As I say, things are coming into alignment for you. I do think that it's time to kind of make sure that now that you have the plan solid, you know what you're doing, maybe whether you're starting a YouTube channel or writing a book or you've created a product or a service, you've got it. Now it's time to get eyes on it. And so I think that that's what you're doing. I think that you are taking things off the back burner now because you're like, well, is it ready yet? Is it good enough for people to see? Do I have enough of what people want? I think you do. I think it's time to stop overthinking and overproducing, okay? And now it's time to hit the ground running because I do think it's going to be really good for you. I'm going to turn this Two of Wands over because you are really stepping into that second stage now. I think you're ready. It's definitely ready. So don't sit on it, okay? As you're coming into the next 30 days, you're going to feel this pull to really get started, hit the ground running. And and maybe you don't need investors, but maybe if you are looking for investment, business loans, student loans, whatever this is that you're doing to grow yourself, now's a really great time to show people your worth and what you have to offer, what your plans are. Yep, magician. Yep, so they've popped out here for you. You are creating something really great. People do want it, people need it. When you initially get your message out, yeah, Chariot's in reverse, so you've been holding back a little bit, just validating the energy again. But what I was saying is oh, shit, I lost it. I should just stop shuffling when I'm on a roll. It'll come back if it's meant to be. You have created something here, and it is ready. Oh, here it is. I knew it would come back. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, I'm going to put this down. What I'm hearing is that, as you've created this and it is ready for this market, or, maybe you're just simply stepping into this new you and whatever this new beginning is, because it doesn't have to be entrepreneurial. I do feel that at large for many of you. But as you are stepping into it, I think what you are going to focus on is really dedicating yourself, spending your money wisely here on the rollout, getting the eyes and the attention on it and doing it not necessarily right, because it kind of adds an additional pressure you're already overthinking, but this is your first impression. So I think that whether the product or the service itself, whether it's been tweaked or not, I think that's beside the point. I think it's you being the face of it, you being the voice of whatever this is you're doing. That's the focus. Believe in your product, service, whatever you're doing creatively, whatever this is you're bringing out into the world. Be very clear on your messaging. Be very confident about what it is you're producing. And I do feel like people are going to, and I don't want to say buy into it as though it's like you have to convince people. This doesn't feel like that, but like, people are really going to witness how hard you worked, what message this is, how deeply this means to you. And this could be a little bit uncomfortable for you as well when you're coming to sharing your emotions or your why as to why you're doing this. I think your why is going to make you relatable to people. And I think that's why we feel a little disconnect about maybe feeling a little lonely in the process, or will people understand it? I think if you can clearly state and share your why, I think then you're going to have more people on board. And I do see it taking off here really nicely for you. So keep that focus and keep the drive on that. Don't let off the gas when you get started. That's kind of another thing I'm feeling here from this Chariot in reverse. Once you get started, don't get shy. That's your time to lean in here, Scorpio. And and if you're not the great speaker or what have you, it's time to get a team on board as well to help you then with that, whether it's a creative manager or something like that, or even take some classes to improve, public speaking or improv or whatever you need to do to get yourself out of your shell to be comfortable in those environments. So I think that that's going to be really great for you stepping out of your shell, because you have so much to offer and your voice needs to be heard. I do feel like that's going to be something that is going to be really key here for you in this project, or whatever this is you're doing, stepping into this new area and new timeline. Really, I feel like you're really stepping into yourself, and it's such a theme for everyone, because I feel like I've been repeating that a lot, to the point where it's almost like, that everybody is doing it. But I really do feel like it's time that the collective is really standing in that truth and working hard for what they need to do and what they're going to produce for the world to make it a better place. And I do feel like you're doing that. Oop. Seven of Wands. Outside of that, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune. So things are coming into place for you here too in regards to conflict, whatever you've been facing. I feel like this has to do more, less entrepreneurial and business and finance, and more into your relationships and partnerships. I do feel like if for some of you here, you may be coming to a bit of a brink, whether you are going through a divorce or you're separated. Some of you may be doing that. Now, that's not forecasting it's going to happen. This is for those that already are in that process, already knowing that they need to leave that relationship, knowing that this is going to happen. If you are happily and lovingly partnered, this message isn't for you. But I do feel like the conflict there is necessary for your growth. And that's also going to help you when it comes to whatever message you're bringing out into the world, and it's going to help your financial situation greatly so that you can focus on you. Because in this situation here, I'm feeling like you have felt very restricted, maybe controlled in your situation. And these battles have been really difficult for you to manage and really step into yourself. And maybe through this experience, whether this has been control or negative relationships, what have you, maybe you are using that to share your story to help other people, like however you're going to do this. But the Seven of Wands does talk about, and I do feel, even though I see the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune here, I do feel like you're going to be dealing with some difficult situations here, probably for the next 7 to 12 weeks, but I think that that's going to be necessary. I do feel like you rise above. That's going to be really important here for you as you move through, because you can be very passionate when you are pushed against a wall, right? And I feel like just remember to keep your wits about you so that there isn't an overreaction or too much energy put behind it, so you don't burn bridges, because you're also working on this reputation outside of that to say, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is who I am, I'm starting fresh. I don't want extra conflict. And so it's like what you're doing to, whether you're fighting, with legal battles or whatever, or even just tying up loose ends, setting boundaries, like just simply setting boundaries, you're doing so with peace and dignity and grace, because there is a bigger picture for you outside of that. Because I do worry here, kind of that the double-edged sword of sticking up for yourself, setting boundaries, and being passionate about your life and what you want. That's good, but that double-edged sword can be, do so with dignity and grace, because that could bite you in the ass and make you look like the bad guy. So I feel like that's going to be something that you'll be controlling or needing to control a little bit. So rein that in. You can do it with dignity and grace, and you'll be more respected for it, okay? Wheel of Fortune, because that energy comes in really quick, fast, and hard. So, make sure you can keep up with it. Don't get too distracted by the conflict, and allow yourself to set the boundaries and walk away, okay? We're not going back, throwing word grenades and continuing the fight. You're just walking away, okay? Clean cut is what I'm hearing here. So, I don't know, and it's good for everyone. It's time, right? It's time that you stop worrying. It's affecting your health for some of you, I'm hearing. So it's time, right? It's a season here of healing. Four Swords reverse, Hangman reverse, Death in reverse. Yep. So this is shit you need to clean up before you can step into this new beginning. And it's going to happen here within the next, probably couple of weeks here, upward to the next 4 weeks. So, that is in par here with the reading that we're looking at, the next 30 days. The next 30 days, you're tying up these loose ends. You are watching your thoughts, because you have had maybe some health issues, difficult sleeping, what have you. This is necessary for the change. So let all the shit go. Make sure that you are focusing on what it is that you want. Hangman's in reverse. So you've already fought this situation to death. You've already seen people for their situations and what they are. You don't have to look at things from another perspective anymore. You've gathered all the information. You have all of your proof and validation that you're making the right decisions. Now it's time to move forward. So whether this is divorce or separation, or you're finding a new job, whatever this is, it is time to move on. And, the Death card is just present to say it's necessary. I love seeing the Death card when we're looking at big changes such as this, because it does prove the end is coming for the difficulties. so long as you remember to cut it off and not keep activating your difficulty, or this shit's going to come with you into your next phase of life, and you don't want that. So, you're going to want to make sure that if you really want this to be over and you really want to have something good come in, that you let it be, let it go. So the thoughts aren't haunting you, that the thoughts aren't overwhelming you and causing such emotional disruption within, because you really do deserve peace. You deserve to be peaceful and have peace and experience love and balance for yourself. And you'll have it. So just remember to keep that thought in the foreground for you. Overall, this does feel really good energy. I mean, this is a big sigh of relief for you here, Scorpio, because you already know you're in the shit of it, right? You're right in this, and you know that it's for a reason, right? You understand that. And I think I just said the same thing as well for Cancer. So, so you might have some Cancer influence or dealing with a Cancer as well, kind of. That's on your side, though. I don't feel like this is a combative energy here. I think the Cancer could be, maybe you have Cancer in your chart as well. But I think it's all these things need to be sorted, and it's time. And this is good. It's a good cleanse. It really is. It's a good time to release some trauma, deal with trauma, whatever you're doing. And again, it doesn't have to be that extent. It doesn't have to be dealing with that kind of trauma right now. This could just be quitting that job you don't like and finding that great one, or quitting the job and starting a business for yourself, believing in yourself, because great change is happening. Now, I know this is kind of a lot because it's, it's a general reading, but if you would like a reading based on your own energy right now, pop over to my website and book a session with me, deannabutcher.com, and and help kind of make sense of this for you and what your guidance is looking like. But overall, it does feel really good here, guys. I'm really happy for you. You deserve it. This has been a long time coming, so you deserve it. So take care, guys. Make sure you hit subscribe. We want to grow our channel so that we can open up all these new features and really create an amazing community here. So if you want to cross watch your sun, moon, rising signs, check out your friends and family and your coworkers, see what's going on for them. Take a look at it and have fun with it. And that's what we're doing here. So if you want to share your experience below, what resonated for you, pop it in the comments below. I'd love to engage with you guys and really create this community here on the channel. So love and appreciate each and every one of you. Take care and many blessings.